Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. It's a big day because it means it's almost Friday. And who doesn't like Friday? Well, I guess now that I think about it, if you're one of those people who work on the weekend, Fridays maybe kind of suck. It's kind of like my Monday. Not so great. But it's a fantastic day because it's solely Voids Thursday and we got big news. Let's see what we got. So we're watching the Clan Boss team and we're watching for a couple reasons. One, we're at 11,000, if you've been watching the series or paying really close attention, we don't get much past 12, 13,000. But we managed to make some gains here. As you can see, Tree Shield is no longer in the team. And we got old Togron, the conjoined, sitting in the lead spot. Giving me that increased speed in all battles. Aura, plus the big increased speed buff. A little bit of heals and a little bit of cleansing. So one would think that's probably going to help the team out just a little bit. So as you can see, we got a couple guys dying, but we're just barely sustaining. We're keeping it going and healing it back up. We're capping it at about 13, but we haven't really made much gains. What's going on? What's the deal? Well, folks, the deal is this is not brutal. This is Nightmare Clan Boss. This is our Nightmare level team. We have done exactly one thing. We took out Tree Shield and put Togron in the lead and replaced him, and this is the result. No, not only have we increased to 13, the previous run, and this one's going to fail early, the previous run did quite a bit more than 13. Now we know that there's going to be some fluctuation, there's going to be some variance. That's okay, that's how it works. But on our first run, we got 17 million damage on Nightmare Clan Boss. And if we can do close to that, if we can do, let's say, 15 on average, that is going to be a 3-key Nightmare team. And the fact that we're closing in on 4 million or 14 million right now, and we've already done a 17, makes me feel pretty optimistic because our Reviver did go down early. Togron's pretty great. He heals, he cleanses, he increases speed and turn meter. But one thing that is gone unknown, and it's kind of hard to see as you're watching this, but he has a passive that actually increases everybody's max HP. See, and you can kind of see it subtly if you were to watch the run in its entirety. But his A1 heals by more as the time goes on. And then additionally, we do have Brimstone, and that is adding huge chunks of damage as we go. Just look how long they were able to last with him being the really only support. So once this ends, we're going to go through our daily reset stuff, and then we're going to see what it's all about. Nightmare, 15 million. And that was not my best run. Because you can see I've put in 2 keys, and I have 32.18 damage on Nightmare. We need 39. We're in a safe 3 key. Huge. Absolutely huge. So, what did we do? What's different? Well, the biggest difference, honestly, folks, is that we got masteries. We were able to get to the max level mastery, and as I told you, I'm making him super tanky. I'm going to make him support. He's going to decrease all damage received by AoE attacks by 5%, and those are the big hits that matter in Clan Boss. And then on top of that, we're going to decrease the damage all allies receive by 5%, and this damage will be received by him. So how are we keeping him alive? He only has that one ability that causes him to heal. Well, we put him in a regen set. We did have to make some concessions. He's about 10 speeds slower than what he previously was. And he does have less HP because I couldn't find an HP chest, but I did find a solid defensive percent chest. So pros and cons there. And so all that combined, he just keeps everybody alive. It's basically like having a third mini ally protector on the team, which is pretty big. And so here our team is Togron, and then Broadmaw, Branch Arm, Aboro, who will be replaced in the near future, and then Cagebound with his ally Protect, who will also be replaced in the near future. Because we got some epics that I think are going to be better. I think once we get her fully going, she's going to be best fit damage dealer because of the ally attack and ignore defense. But we're just not quite there. So that's the big news, folks. But honestly, that's freaking huge news. He is absolutely skyrocketed the account because that's huge. Clan Boss is just hands down the most important thing that you need to be doing, and he's allowing us to stay alive longer. You really can't ask for much more than that unless you're asking for an unkillable build. So as far as a non-unkillable build, we've kind of hit the jackpot. We need to take a look at what and read his ability, but I don't remember. The gist of it is when champions are doing abilities, it increases their max HP up to a certain point, and I think that point's like freaking 50%. It's a big value. And so that alone is just, I think that's the biggest thing. So the bulwark or whatever the mastery is obviously a big deal. You can see it popping up, but it's that grub up, I think is what it's called. That's doing big time work right now. Let's go and read that. Oh no, fill your bellies. Increases this champion's max HP by 10% every time they use an active skill and resets, but then also increases each ally's max HP by 5% every time they use an active skill up to 50%. Okay? And then it's going to reset each round. There's only one round in Clan Boss, so it just maxes to that 50 and will not increase the max HP of bosses. So, I mean, yeah. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I was excited, obviously, for any Void Legendary, but this guy is just... he's insane. Absolutely insane. And then, to top it all off, not only is today the day we get that, today's the day that we finish the Forge Pass. Boom. Look at that. Timed it up perfectly. We did miss some things. We've had a busy fall so far, and we continue to have a busy fall, so I just truly appreciate everybody's time to watch these solely Void episodes. It means a lot to me to see the channel grow, and I hope we can continue on that path. Alright, so what's next? What's next? We've crossed that hurdle. Well, obviously what we want to do is we want to try to take the Clan Boss to Nightmare. Easier said than done. But before we do that, I think really next is we gotta push Arbiter. Now we have these missions here. We need to get past them. It's tough because I'm not even close to the 6-star food. And I've been just farming it through here, but it is painfully slow. But it gets the job done. It allows me to do other things. So what I'm contemplating doing, one more day to Voidy. What I'm contemplating doing is just continuing to do that until I get everybody's masteries fully kitted. Then I'll 6-star and just keep cruising. Because it should go pretty quick. We're over halfway to the 1,000. So kind of like I said, if we just stay at a steady pace, we're going to hit that 1,000 probably before we're actually at that mission. So I'm not even that concerned about that. The last few episodes I've been crushing these key coins to play in the arena. And I've been playing arena, every morning I kind of go through a good amount, but I'm not like getting too worked up about making sure those keys are always resetting. I'm just getting done what I can get done. We're also at a little bit higher level arena, so that really helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps a lot. So, we also had a big achievement this morning. which it's recording on Wednesday, so that's why. But we have officially begun the journey. Get me out of here. We have officially begun the journey to Mithrala. We hit the second chest on Clan Boss, and we have now, and we got 2 fragments out of each of them, and so now we're on our way. So we have a straightforward path to 3 very highly impactful Void legendaries that are gonna be free, and actually 4 if you count Vizix. But I couldn't even tell you what day is Vizix on. She's not even on my list right now. Till 270 days. Ooh, what am I even on? Yeah, I mean, I still have a long time before that. So that one's a little bit further out in the future. We're gonna have 3 Void legendaries by the time we'll have. Well, maybe we won't have Mithrala, but we should be well on our way to having Mithrala by that point. Because we're gonna get that lower chest in Hydra every single time. Because my main account can 1 key the top one. It looks like we got some other guys doing the same thing. He is gonna get that top chest too, so that's huge. He's got a couple of Void Legos though, good for him. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a little bit more of our dailies, and then we're gonna kind of call it a day. I just was excited to share the news. All right, we're so low on brews. We actually have to kind of be particular about this. Those who play on PC, do you like the client update? I'm still getting used to it. I actually play on my iPad way more than I don't, so I'm still kind of getting used to that. And I'm just now realizing I have 3 5-star chickens. That's going to be pretty clutch when it comes to upgrading the old Ninja to 6-star. But yeah, I mean, I like this. I'm just not used to it yet, and I kind of, God, I don't know. I hate to say I wish it was like that on the PC, because I just don't know how that would end up actually looking. It's tough to say. But it's exciting. We have had some people drop from the clan, so if you're a Voids only person or Voids only curious, and you want to hop into the Void is the clan, we would love to have you. And if you're not and you're looking for space, you know, there's almost always somebody who, you know, hasn't been on for a couple days, and I just kind of let them go. I don't check it too often, but probably once a week or so. We have enough highly active people to keep the clan functioning in a strong level. I know a couple Void only players have expressed a little bit of concern, or at least some new Void only players, because they're worried that they're not able to get the Yakaro frags. Well, you know what, folks? I've been running this clan. I started this clan at the beginning of this. I spent the 200 gems to do it, and I haven't had any issues with that, because we will always let you back in. If you got in and can't get in, you just comment on one of the YouTube videos. I'd let you back in, you know, and it's not even happened one time, because it only takes 5 minutes to switch clans, get your fragments, and move on. So, on that same point, folks, we're actually pretty close to being just straight up level 9, the clan. So we're ready, you know, we're at the point where we won't even have to hop, which will be nice. Now, we're very inconsistent with Siege, but we have some good updates on that. So once we get through these missions, through this mission in particular, I can continue to sell you on into the Void, the best clan in the world, folks. I love this clan. We don't take CVC too seriously. We try to win when we're able to, but we also understand that most of us are free to play or not diehards here, so it is what it is. But as you can see here, you know, most of these people are pretty highly active, and we do not have level 9 unlocked, but we're about halfway. So, and every week we're getting closer. All right. Furthermore, Siege. We got ourselves a nice little lead. We did, in the Void only account, get to contribute. We hit a couple people, but then lost one or two, or one that was tough. So we killed these 2 teams, honestly, fairly easily. Wasn't too much of a challenge. we did try to kill this team, but we just could not get past the Harima. So luckily we had a guy come right in and wipe it on out. So, you know, as you can see, I took a shot at it. So somebody else did too and failed, but luckily Mytheria was able to knock her out. But, you know, we have this kind of participation. We really just go for that top stronghold. That's all we care about. I know Fenzo in real life, so, you know, we coordinate to some extent. Doolittle's a diehard of the John Bowl YouTube, so he's dedicated. He's switched back to his main account. I mean, we're active, and so we're doing solid. And furthermore, this is kind of cheating, but guess what? I don't care, because I'm not sure anybody's going to kill our stronghold, because what most teams that we're playing are on the lowest tier of siege. They're not killing this team. And if they can't kill your stronghold, they can't win. So they can wipe everybody out. And I think they quit because they probably got to the third stage of Group 1 and was like, yeah, we're not beating that. This is a pretty difficult team to beat. So, and I have 2 teams like that. And Fenzo's pretty solid. You know, he's up there too. So he's got some pretty solid teams too. So, yeah, if you want in, just drop a comment. Comment down below. So, again, to recap. Clan boss, we're on Nightmare. We're Studley. And we're only getting better as we level up. We're going to get Arbiter as soon as possible. And we're just going to keep on keeping on after this Minotaur grind. We're going to have a solid week or more of Minotaur grinding. But I guess the champions I'm grinding Minotaur are already in the red scrolls. Yeah, Diana's in the red. Ayla not quite in the red. That's troublesome. Azure is in the red, and Togron's in the red. So, we'll get there. It'll take some time. But guess what? We got nothing but time. We don't have to be endgame right now. We just got to be making baby steps every single day. So, what I'd like to do is comment down below if you have started a Voids only account. And if you are you in a solid clan? If you're not, let's get you in here and have some fun with us. Otherwise, folks, that's going to be the whole video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the other side.